to the Saturday edition of The Box Seat. I'm Mark Warwood. There are 8 races at Ascot on St Patrick's Day. Let's have a look at the forecast conditions. We're expecting a cloudy day, around 23 degrees Celsius, a pretty cool one for Perth. A good 4-track, and the rail will be in the inside position. Race number 1 at Ascot will jump at 1:18. It's the Purslow and Chipper Funerals Handicap over 1,000 metres. It's for the 3-year-olds. The replay horse, it's number 1, How to Fly, beating Tango Aura and Centuria at Ascot.
A length and a half, Centuria, How to Fly for Kirby, pushing up near the rail, and Bon Voyage around their heels is starting to wind up with 200 left to go. Tango Aura, How to Fly, got the inside run. Here's How to Fly from Tango Aura down the outside. Centuria, Bon Voyage can't win, but How to Fly, she sprouts wings late. How to Fly,
How to Fly meets Tango Aura 3.5 kilos worse, and Centuria 5 kilos worse than in the replay race. Indeed, she has to give weight all round here. She does, however, reunite with William Pike. They're 1 from 1 together, and she maps again the best run here. There's a lot of speed on paper, and How to Fly from Barrier 1 looks like getting the right run in the race. Goes on top. Number 4, Ms Lecky, won a recent trial under the aforementioned Mr Pike. It's fair to assume he probably had the pick of the rides here, certainly because he partnered her to victory previously. Ms Lecky, I like the trial, but not ahead of number 1. Number 2, Tango Aura, has drawn the car park, and with so much speed engaged in this first race, I think he may well be quite right around the turn. And number 5, We Sent, returned to winning ways when David Harrison dropped him back to 1,000 metres. That was on his last start in a midweek race. This is a little bit harder, but a very open contest, particularly if they go very fast early on. My top selection in race number 1, going with the top one. Number 1, How to Fly, to beat 4, Ms Lecky, 2, Tango Aura, and 5, We Sent. Race number 2 at Ascot will jump at 2 minutes to 2. It's the Crown Towers Handicap over 1,000 metres. The replay horse, we're going to look at G-Boss, winning at Pinjarra Park with Mighty Bond back in 5th.
They're near the middle of the track with Yer Darty coming onto the course proper. 300 left to go. Jing Tang's the leader. G-Boss letting down for Mitchell. In behind them, Roger the Roman. Jing Tang and G-Boss have come together. 100 left to go. Jing Tang and G-Boss. G-Boss, Jing Tang. Jing Tang the outside. G-Boss the inner. They went to it. They split it. G-Boss. G-Boss.
G-Boss rises in grade to 78 plus, but not many sprinters get the chocolates from a low draw on the 1,000 metre course at Pinjarra Park. He was impressive in doing so, and he beat subsequent Saturday winner Jing Tang. Chris Parnham is 2 from 2 aboard G-Boss, and Michael Lane sprinter looks like he's going places. Goes on top here. Number 5, 3 votes. Well, if he brings his A game, he'll be very hard to beat here, but he does have an outside gate. I think that's more of an inconvenience to him than it is to G-Boss. More alarming again, though, is the bar plates on his near side 4. Number 8, More Aces, is up in class, but stepping back to 1,000 metres is certainly a plus. He's drawn well, and Jason Brown should be able to lead or box seat aboard him. And number 9, Santiago Gal, took the spoils in a midweek race last time out, and like More Aces, has got a good gate and probably will have a very good run in transit. My top selection in race number 2, going with number 3, G-Boss, to beat 5, 3 votes. 8, More Aces, and 9, Santiago Gal. Race number 3 at Ascot will jump at 2:33. It's one of the features. It's the Corpex Consulting Supremacy Stakes over 1,000 metres, a listed race for the 2-year-olds. The replay horse, we're going to look at number 5, Agent Pippa, winning a trial.
Fourth, it gets up on the inside, and outside of it trying to pick up ground is EJ's Dream, and the rest of them are just a mile back in the field, but Agent Pippa doing it well. Leads by 2 lengths at the moment. Daniel Stakes Mount is trying very hard in second place, and that is Red Snitz, but Agent Pippa is clear from Red Snitz in second place, and then came Dalgarama, but Agent Pippa beat Red Snitz and
Agent Pippa won the first 2-year-old race of the Ascot season off the back of a terrific trial, and as we've just seen in the replay, she's trialled brilliantly leading into her second start. She went over to Flemington to run on Victoria Derby Day, but she went amiss. She's now back in WA, she's back on track, and she deserves to be one of the favourites for the Katakata Plate. She goes on top here. Number 9, Lady Cosmology, debuts after 3 trials, including one back in October in which she beat Princess Piero by 3.3 lengths. She looks like a young filly going places. On debut here is certainly worth considering. Number 3, Vina Waltz boasts an impressive pedigree page as a daughter of Zoustar and more than ready mare Vina, and she beat Amazed in a recent trial. They paid $90,000 for her. And number 7, Princess Piero has placed second in each of her race starts, including when a length behind Agent Pippa back in October. She probably wants more ground as she goes forward towards the Catter Plate. On top selection in race number 3 is number 5, Agent Pippa, to stay unbeaten, from number 9, Lady Cosmology, 3, Vina Waltz, and 7, Princess Piero. Race number 4 at Ascot will jump at 3:10. It's the Tab Touch handicap over 1,200 metres. The replay horse, it's number 2, Belter, at Ascot on the 3rd of March.
At the 300, Belter led clearly. 2.5, Copper Fury, Hoboken, Sir Snuggalot, Blackline under pressure. At the 150, it's Belter in front, Copper Fury. Here comes Hoboken, Blackline begins to run on strongly now. Hoboken quickly joining Belter, Blackline lunging, coming, getting there, got them.
There was considerable merit in the last start third of Belter. That was over 1,100 metres. He goes up to 1,200 metres today. I think it'll be the same tactics. Expect him to try to make all, and he's got the perfect apprentice for that job in Taylor Stone. Goes on top. Number 11, Bon Voyage, has drawn the car park here. Comes out of the race behind How to Fly. He's 1 from 1 over the trip, whereas Belter probably gets the best run in the race. Bon Voyage probably gets the worst. Certainly thinks she's got ability, but not the top selection here. Number 5, Klondike Kenny, has had 3 consecutive minor placings, including one in a significantly harder race here, so certainly has to go in the numbers. And number 4, the most intriguing run in the race, is Enchanted Dream, has had 2 trials ahead of her return, and she won the Magic Millions race over 1,200 metres, beating Ellie Kazoom at Pinjarra Park last season. On top selection in race number 4, going to go with number 2, Belter, to beat number 11, Bon Voyage, 5, Klondike Kenny, and 4, Enchanted Dream.